just got done watching the Provodnikov versus Alvarado fight, and it was a really good, entertaining fight. Now, this is just a reaction video. I didn't do a prediction, but I knew that Alvarado was not going to make it to the end of this fight because Timothy Bradley barely survived this fight with Provodnikov, and I just knew that Alvarado was not going to make it. Now, as for the fight itself, Provodnikov started off strong in the first round. He did really well, dominated. Then Mike Alvarado started boxing, moving around the ring, and Mike Alvarado did good in the second, third, fourth, and fifth rounds, and probably the sixth. But while I was watching the fight, you can see that the momentum of the fight was going in Provodnikov's favor because he was hurting Alvarado with his shots. And even though Provodnikov lost a lot of the early rounds, I could tell that it was only a matter of time before Mike Alvarado would get knocked down. And the seventh round was the big round for Provodnikov. He knocked down Mike Alvarado twice, and from that point on, Mike Alvarado was in survival mode. And Provodnikov had a big seventh round because of the two knockdowns, and he won the eighth round, the ninth round. I think the 10th round was where they went through the 10th round, and the corner stopped the fight before the 11th round began. And yeah, Mike Alvarado had nothing left. I think the corner did a good job stopping the fight because at the end of the 10th round, he was barely on his feet. And if he would have won out in that 11th round, he just would have took more punishment and got hurt. So they did a good job stopping the fight. It was a really good, entertaining fight, and I just knew that the punching power of Provodnikov would be too much for Alvarado. Now, I also had a chance to finally watch the Marquez and Bradley fight, and honestly, Marquez only won 3 rounds in my opinion. I think he won the first round. I think it was the 9th round, and I forgot the other round he won. But to tell you the truth, and then if I was to be generous, maybe I can give Marquez 4 rounds. But this was a pretty easy fight to score. Bradley outworked him, outlanded him, he outboxed him. I mean, this fight wasn't close enough to be considered competitive. I mean, yeah, Marquez had his moments here and there, but he didn't really do that much. I mean, he just had a hard time landing because Bradley was naturally faster. He was able to dodge and bob and weave a lot of those shots. And Bradley fought a smart fight. He didn't brawl too much. There was a couple of times when he brawled with Marquez, but he picked when to brawl with him, and he didn't brawl with him for too long. He mostly boxed throughout the fight. So it was a good night of fights, and I'll see you guys later.